And that Ottawa deal created some aftershocks right here at Queen's Park. With an election just over 2 months away, it is certainly raising questions about whether the provincial NDP and Liberal parties might strike a deal to take on Doug Ford if a Conservative minority is elected.
I know there is one individual that I don't trust to lead Ontario, and his name is Doug Ford.
Not surprisingly, each opposition leader said pretty much the same thing.
I will never, ever support a Doug Ford government.
I've been very clear that I will not support Doug Ford's anti-climate, anti-environmental agenda, but I've also been clear that I'm able to collaborate with other parties.
So it's no to Ford, maybe for the others.
No to Ford, maybe to the others.
Recent polls suggest Doug Ford could win another majority. Just yesterday, an Ipsos poll found the Progressive Conservatives have 38% support, ahead of the Liberals at 28% and the NDP at 24%. But a day on a campaign trail is like a year in politics. Anything can happen. Doug Ford's government House leader was quick to state a Liberal NDP coalition would not be in Ontario's best interest. Paul Calandra points to the Dalton McGuinty years when his Liberal minority government was propped up by the NDP.
It really was a change for how Ontario, which impacts us still to this day. High taxes, high regulations on every single measure where that has happened in the province of Ontario. It has led to difficult times for the people of the province of Ontario.
In reality, history shows the deal between the Federal Liberals and the NDP may just help Doug Ford. Ontario is known to pick a party that is the opposite of the one in power in Ottawa. And while the Premier has a good relationship with Deputy Prime Minister Chrystia Freeland in particular, Ontario is still the only province or territory that has not signed on to a childcare deal. Just last week, both Justin Trudeau and Doug Ford promised a deal is within reach.
Very soon.
Very, very soon.
And the clock is ticking on a child care deal. In other provinces, families are already getting a break on fees, and March 31st is the end of the fiscal year. The federal government has said $1 billion in funding for Ontario could lapse if a deal is not reached by then. That's only 9 days away.